Hey YouTube, this is Ozark's brother Jerry, and we're going to do something a little bit different in this video. It's blackberry season here in the Ozarks, and I'd say we're pretty close to the strongest point of them all being ripe. So we're going to make some blackberry jam today. And what I have here is the Woman's Home Companion Cookbook. And I found this in a dumpster years ago, and this has just been the best cookbook for myself and my late wife. That was her favorite too. But fruit has a natural pectin in it, so theoretically you don't have to add the pectin to thicken it up. But I've done this for a few years now, and my blackberry jam is always, it's always runnier than anybody else's. So, but that's because I don't put pectin in it. So what this calls for is 3/4 pound of sugar per pound of blackberries, and so I took a 4-pound bag and I've taken 1 pound out. So here's my 3 pounds of sugar from my 4 pounds of blackberries. 4 pounds of blackberries here. And you heat the blackberries until they're just about the point to boil. Now other fruit you have to add water to, but blackberries you don't. So we're going to heat this up, and you kind of crush it. And then we're going to add our sugar. And then it's going to go for, theoretically, 10 or 20 more minutes. And we can pour it in our jars. Now I've got the jars ready. Right here. So we're going to pour the jam into the jars, and then I'll pour a little bit of wax on top. And for that, I'll use the Gulf wax to seal it. Now I always put it in the refrigerator. I don't think you need to once you do this, but if I have space, I'll keep it in the fridge. So it's starting to get liquid out of the berries. Look at that. There's nothing like on a wintry morning when there's snow outside to make you a toasted bagel and putting your homemade blackberry jam on it. I don't know what it is. It's just some kind of, gives me euphoria. But so this is really a simple deal, but it's going to be boring. So I'll come back on when it's about time to add the sugar. Look at that berry juice. Man, I wish you could smell it. It is just wonderful. So I think we're ready to add our sugar. And this is an induction cooker. I wasn't familiar with these until a couple of years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, and I bought one. Been cooking on it for a couple of years. Man, I really like it. So I pour our sugar in, and you're supposed to keep on stirring it to keep it from scorching on the sides. Once we get the sugar added in. Yeah, that's a lot of sugar. They say 3/4 to a pound of sugar for every pound of berries, so I put 3/4 of a pound per pound of berries. So now it's supposed to cook at 10 to 20 minutes until it thickens up. Okay, so I'll come back on when it's about done. Okay, it's thickened up some. It's probably been close to 25 minutes, so I'm going to claim victory. You know, you really need to do this with these wild berries, man. It's one of the best things you gotta put on the earth. I've tried all the blackberry jelly at least in the stores I shop at, Aldi's and Walmart. And yeah, you can tell they're blackberries, but it doesn't have the vibrant flavor that these do. So, I think we're ready to put these in the jars. Okay, I'm going to leave some headroom for the wax. So I keep the wax in a jar, which is, there's probably, I could find something better. I mean, there's all the double broilers at all the thrift shops. I should buy one. But anyhow, I just keep it in a pan of water like a double broiler. So we'll pour a little bit of wax on here. Okay, so I'm gonna call that done. So thanks for watching, and be putting up any extra food you have. I'm trying drying tomatoes this year. I've never done that, but I thought I'll just keep my dehydrator set up, and then if I pick 5 or 6 tomatoes, you know, I'll eat one, I'll dehydrate the rest. And there's 2 ways of storing those, as far as I can tell, for any length of time. One is you put it in a jar and you put olive oil on top of it. Well, that's kind of high. And the other one is you put it in a plastic bag, you know, a regular sandwich bag, then evacuate the air with a straw, so there's as little air in there as possible, and then put them in a freezer. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you later.